Hey, Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to another game of Civ 6. This time we're playing as Vietnam, and we're also playing with the Secret Societies and Heroes and Legends mode activated because I thought it'd be quite fun to do a sort of religious Vietnam playthrough. I don't know, I thought it would be exciting, I thought it would be interesting. And this is really just like a preamble for me to figure out Vietnam as a Civ in a pretty extreme circumstance. Just like, you know, we'll be playing more Vietnam, we'll be doing live streams and stuff like that, but, you know, taking a look at the starting location, there's a lot we can talk about in terms of where we want to settle. So ideally we would go on the river. We could theoretically cross the river and settle on the cattle. That has potential. Now, one thing we do have to keep in mind when we're playing Vietnam is that we have the 9 Dragon River Delta, so we have to build all of our land specialty districts on rainforest, marsh, or woods, essentially removable features. Buildings inside our districts will get extra yields based on the type of terrain it's on. Culture in woods, science in rainforest, and production on marsh. So there is sort of potentially, you know, maybe there's a holy site there. I don't know what type of pantheon we would go for. Let's step onto that hill. That seems okay. I think I like the idea of settling in place here. We'll be on a river. It's a pretty weak river. We have the 2-2 deer tile and a 2-2 jungle hill. So in place seems fine to me. Totally reasonable. And of course, we always open double scout and immediately go for astrology. So I think it's going to be something like double scout into settler. I think that's going to be our opening build. The basic plan that we want to do is we do want our encampments. We want to get our encampments relatively early. In fact, I'll probably go straight for encampments because they will not only give us culture from being adjacent to things, like let's just say hypothetically I were to put an encampment here and then I surrounded it with, you know, a bunch of random, totally, you know, abstract whatever districts, you know, this sort of a thing. This would get me a lot of culture. So one of the ways Vietnam generates a lot of its late game culture and tourism is from the tan and correct placement of that. Now, the tan itself does not generate you great people points because it technically doesn't count or as a specialty district, but it does get you a ton of culture and eventually tourism once you have flight. So we definitely want to build our empire around the tan. We want to build our empire around the 9 Dragon River Delta, and then it's also a very defensive civ, so drive out the aggressors is quite helpful, although it can be used on the offense if your enemy has quite a lot of woods and rainforest. And we could use the Voi Chen for some sort of timing attack. I think I might go for a more pacifist game this game. I'm not saying we won't go for any military aggression, but it's unlikely. So the cool thing is with their warriors is they can scout really effectively. Did I just get a relic? I swear to God, dude. Nobody's going to believe me. Nobody's going to believe me. I think we just take Void Singers here. Nobody's going to believe me that I'm playing the game. Why am I getting relics in every game I play? It's actually insane. I swear to God, okay? Yes, I would like to clear this barb camp. So I'll get to work on that. But okay, so we got the relic. This will make religion a lot easier. It will also make it so that could go for reliquaries this game. I don't know if I really want to, although reliquaries tempo is kind of insane. Okay, that scout spawning there is a problem. I'm gonna have to walk to the right to get rid of that scout. I think that's going to be important. We can cross the river with the extra movement. There's a thingy there. The scout should come left and I can attack him once and push him back the way he came. I can pick up that envoy. We have found Rapa Nui. We were not the first to find it, but I will give them the envoy so I can get that +1 culture per turn. Now, in terms of Pantheon, there is some potential here. Oh, we could go for religious settlements. That's like super tempo. Super tempo. I could quickly run down here. I mean, Earth Goddess does feel like it kind of works for Vietnam pretty deep into the late game, especially because one of the things about Vietnam is they can actually place woods really early into the game with the medieval fairs civic. So if you're placing all your districts on woods, you're going to get a lot of passive culture, and you're also going to end up with a lot of medieval fairs is over here, by the way. So it's quite a bit earlier than conservation, which means our appeal will go up quite a bit. So in the mid game, we would get an insane amount of extra faith from working tiles. So there is a lot of potential there for a thingy, although we won't get much now. I mean, we will get one from the banana. So Earth Goddess is something I'm considering. Religious settlements is really good for tempo. There's also considerations for, we do have a decent amount of plantations, so I mean Goddess of Festivals could be really good. I would feel like Vietnam already has plenty of culture. I don't see a whole lot of camps. I don't see a whole lot of pastures. There's a couple actually. There's a pasture here, and mostly rice and stuff like that. Lady the Reeds and Marsh could be good. How much marsh do we have in our empire? Let's have a quick look at the marsh tiles. It's a few. Not enough for me to consider making use of it, especially because I can build my districts on that marsh instead. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're going to go for Earth Goddess here. It's not an amazing pantheon, but it does the job. Mega Colossal Eruption. I would like to push this scout away from this barb camp if I could. I'd also like to buy some stuff you're going to hang out there because I'm waiting for that scout to come back. And what I would really like to do is to find a good early game hero. Would be super nice. I think I can start to get to work on this barb camp now. I would like to clear it. Do I go Old God Obelisk? I think I get one settler here. Let's make sure we're working the right kind of tiles. Let's work this 2-2 tile. We'll buy this 2-2 tile as well. Always work as many 2-2 tiles as you can. That brings that down to 11 turn settler, and we'll grow in 2 turns. That's pretty darn good. That's unfortunate. I got scouted by this barb camp, so buying a warrior will be kind of out of my reach for a moment. There's Code of Laws. Excellent. Ooh, the Zhangyi Dangsha and astrology boosted. Okay. There's potential here for some sort of build. In terms of holy sites, ooh, the volcanic eruption. Now I kind of wish I had Fire Goddess. Fire Goddess changes things. Now I really wish I had Fire Goddess, because that would have been a huge amount of faith. These are really, really good tiles. We'll have to live with that. I think a production from a holy site, we don't really need the adjacency on the holy site. The adjacency would be nice, but I can't really get good adjacency, so I'm just going to build it on the marsh, and that'll be fine. And we'll talk about actually planning our empire in a little bit. So yeah, we're going to head for foreign trade, and we're going for foreign trade so that we can get access to traders, and also because it leads to early empire. The leading to early empire is important because that's where we get a 50% production bonus towards our settlers. It's just always good to head the bottom half of the tree first. We could plug in God King. We already have our Pantheon, so instead I'm going to plug in urban planning to get that extra production, and we definitely want to have discipline in so we can fight barbarians more effectively. And this way I'll be able to clear this barb camp a little bit more easily. I could pillage the barb camp for gold in order to buy another unit. Now I have astrology. I think we would like to go for bronze working to get our tans really, really early, because this is going to start to snowball us. There's era score tied up in here. It'll make getting a golden age easier. There's a whole bunch of reasons why we want to go for early bronze working. Plus it'll allow us to actually chop jungle if that is something that our heart desires. All right, we can just about attack one more time, and then this guy will promote, and then we can promote and kill. That'll work out really nicely. Let's go ahead and take the promotion. We'll step 1 tile, and then we'll take faster movement on hills. Okay, I need to get more scouting done. I'm chasing scouts around, which is not good. All right, finally we get that kill. That should boost bronze working. Not quite. This should boost bronze working. I already had bronze working boosted. Or have I only killed 2 units? Maybe I've only had 2 kills. Oh well. Ooh, Hercules discovered. Shoot. That's an Old God Obelisk switch, I think. I think we immediately switch to Old God Obelisk and see if we can get Hercules. He's that good because he can 1-turn that holy site, and then also 1-turn a holy site when I actually get the settler. Like, Hercules is just too good to pass up. So we're immediately going to go for Hercules, and we're going to focus production. Do I have another 2 food, 2 production? Well, I could buy this in a little bit of gold. I have nothing to sell to the AI, sadly. I could get 30 gold. I think I'm going to destroy it for Era score. Yeah, Era score is more important to me than the gold right now. Plus, if I get Hercules, it'll make my life easier to clear out barb camps. So we have met Rome. Nice to meet you, Rome. I don't want to send. I would like to send him a delegation, but I don't think I can afford it. I need to bring this warrior back to head over here to fight these barbs. This poor little scout is having a bit of issues. I think if I manage to get my hands on Hercules, it's like a very, very good early game win. Major flood. So the big fear is that someone else can get Hercules. I think we get this kill and then boom. No. We did not get that kill. But if I get this kill, that'll be bronze working boosted. Perfect. It would be nice to go for an early bronze working. So 2 turns. We now have access to traders. 2 turns until we have the Old God Obelisk. Can't afford a trader for quite a while. Let's go ahead and just send you north to the safe direction. You make your way this way. We have craftsmanship. Go straight for early empire so we can get the settler production cost reduction. You head this way. Good work. Nothing I can buy with gold that changes the current status of the game for me. So I know where Rome is. I've met Korea and Scotland. I'm curious to see if there's someone maybe to my east or to my west or to my... I know Rome is here. I wonder if there's someone maybe here. Maybe there's someone here. I can't remember how big of a map. I set this game up. I had meant to go play the game, I want to say like a day or 2 ago, but I just saved it on turn 1 because I got called away for like dinner or something, and then I didn't feel like playing. Okay, so devotion to Hercules is 2 turns. We can get Hercules. Now, normally you would go settler, then monument, then first hero, so that you can get it in a different city. But Hercules is just so good and will like give us so much tempo this game that I'm going to rush him out. A, he makes us invulnerable to this attack that Korea is sending to us. B, he can completely clear out all enemy things. He can like 1-turn a holy site for me, which is incredible. Let's have a look at the great profit recruitment. Is still fine. We definitely want to go settler. All right, we have found Uluru, and we also have to deal with Korea. Looks like Korea is coming for an attack, but hopefully Hercules represents a big enough deterrent. He should be able to fight his way through here. Oh, please don't tell me I'm crashing. Been getting a lot more crashes lately. It's very unfortunate. Okay, so we're just back on the turn where Hercules was created. After the crash, we do this. You go here. Step onto that hill as planned. And then finish that settler. You fortify. I think those are all reasonable moves that no one would judge before. Yeah, let's kill you. Boom, boom. You see, like 39 garrison strength on the city should be more than enough to deter Korea away. You step twice and then take the hill movement. We're at 16 out of 25. There's still 13 to 32 turns of this era. I think we can get a Monumentality Golden Age here pretty easily. And if we can get a Monumentality Golden Age, we can mass settle cities. I've just become religion pilled, dude. Religion is so strong in this game. It's kind of insane, actually. So let's head up into the tundra. There's usually like goodie huts that have been left unclaimed in the tundra. Okay, so there's the war we were expecting. The good news is Hercules can like one-tap stuff and defend my city pretty effectively. And my scout will just be like really annoying. Maybe I can find like a campus to pillage or something like that. That would be pretty good. I'd really, really like that. 2 turns until the settler pops out. I do need to actually plan my empire, so it's a question of like, maybe do I want to settle on the marble? Like I'm open to hearing arguments like if you're marble pilled or not, you know what I mean? Like what if I settled on the marble, how does that affect my cities? Let's have a little bit of a think about this. I do feel like a maze settle here that might be quite amazing. Sorry, I tried to do the fake laugh thing and I nearly choked. So I would also like to settle within 2 tiles of Zhangji Dangsha. This way I could buy a tile relatively easily. I mean, so what? So what if I settled off the river? If I settle off the river, 1, 2, 3, I still occupy all those river tiles. What if I settled somewhere here? Not very good for the woods. Coastally, 1, 2, 3. I could settle the rice. This is all very not Vietnam type terrain. I mean, of all the settles, I don't like settling coastally as Vietnam, but I mean, the on the marble feels most appropriate to me. It's freshwater, it's coastal, it's got access to 2 tiles, 1, 2, 3. It leaves open this. Perhaps we could settle. God, this is a really terrible floodplain city. I guess we could turn the floodplains to our advantage if we were to do something like this. What if we went, oh, I don't know, like we'll start off with some kind of coastal city and then this will be where the industrial zone goes, right? Like we'll do, you know, how does it work again? City overlap. I'm thinking about how it works. Can I place? Oh, no, I can't do that as her. So we're going to have to get creative. So what if we move this city over 1 tile to the right? Then we could do aqueduct. Okay, hear me out. Aqueduct. That tile is open. Aqueduct dam. And then industrial zone on the marsh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's still in range of my capital. And that's like the one industrial zone I need this game to provide power and give me that extra production. That seems like pretty reasonable thing to do. I am going to need commercial hubs, but annoyingly, because of these floodplains, I wish floodplains were included in their like placement restrictions, but they are not, really annoyingly. So I think we can kill this pretty easily. Done. Is that a fully built campus or is it under construction? That is a potentially. What are you? Are you built? It's built. I can get to it. If I step around this, I can get to it in a few turns. I mean, at this point, my scouts have done their jobs. So the real meme is to just get extra value where I can. So even though I do not condone this in like 99% of my gameplay, I'm going to send this guy to the east on his own. So let's kill this warrior. Can I get the kill? Easy, easy, easy. Getting lots of kills is good. Spooks the AI. Now, other people are going to start earning great people points. So I need to get a religion before the era ends. You step here. What are you doing? You're scouting. Good work. Good work. I just hope this volcano doesn't erupt and like hurt my scout. That would be annoying. So we are going to get a campus pillage, which feels nice. Let's take a moment to send you this way. I need to figure out where my holy site is going. If I settle here, I could buy this tile and then this tile. Holy site here. Ooh, I like that. That's a +5 holy site potentially. 1, 2, 3. If there was a forest on this tile, I could have gotten a really good one. That's okay. Yeah, but I feel like Vietnam just has lots of really passive culture, so they can get away with playing a little bit unorthodoxly. We don't need theater squares, I feel. So I buy this tile, 80 gold. So what can I sell? I have literally nothing to sell. Let's go Old God Obelisk. You take a turn to heal. You're healing. Maybe a tithe game. Maybe a pillage. Ooh, Barbarian Horseman. How annoying. What do we got in terms of things? We've still got 10 to 27 turns left. So we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and pillage that. There's bronze working. The question is, ooh, do I want to burn? One big problem is I really would like to get a +4 adjacency harbor. There's like a few things I really, really want to do. And I might be overdoing it on era score. Does anyone else have relics? That's like the real question. You didn't find a relic. You didn't find a relic. And I can't tell with you yet because we're not allowed to do diplomacy until you stop being mad at me. So there's bronze working. Now we can start placing our tans. And the only thing that really matters with the tan is you get as many districts adjacent to it as possible. And we're kind of starting to plan out our city. So we have our holy sites planned here. Like we could do tan and tan. Like boom, easy. Very nice. Like just very simple, straightforward. There could be a district here. These aren't ideal or perfect placement, but like I kind of have to make do with what I have. What if I were to do a commercial hub? Well, Vietnam doesn't really excel at commercial hub plays. I could go theater square. This is always the problem I run into as Vietnam, is what the hell do I actually build? But this seems reasonable. Oh shoot, I can't place it there. What if I did this instead? This seems pretty reasonable. Yeah. And I can place woods here later, and I will. I'll be planting woods basically everywhere. We'll be doing a full locust game. So woods and woods will eventually go here. That seems reasonable to me. We could go for preserves. We do have Earth Goddess, so maybe instead of going for the normal sort of stuff, which is things like, we could go for preserves. We could like locust our way through and go for a preserve. Ooh, I like the idea of going for preserves instead of theater squares. There's kind of something to that has its own little bit of jazz. You know what I'm saying? Like, hear me out. What if I put a preserve there? Woomph. That's a little bit far away. We could make it work. Like this could be a national park right here. Yeah, that feels pretty good to me. Like national park right here later on in the game. Yeah. Let's go for a preserve-based game instead of theater square heavy. We'll still get theater squares. It just won't be theater square heavy. Like, I mean, the theater square here kind of makes sense, but it won't be until we have medieval fairs. So it'll be a bit later into the game. But with bronze working, do I want to get animal husbandry? There's no reason not to get animal husbandry. It's another resource that I could potentially make use of. I really need to get a builder. Big thing that I'm missing is not having luxuries right now. So animal husbandry did not really reveal anything that changes how I'm going to play. Be good to put a few turns into archery so I can defend myself more effectively. Oh my god. Is that a free settler? Is that free real estate? It is free real estate. Please God, go onto that hill tile right there. Am I actually about to get free real estate? What is going on? Why is the AI? What is it doing? Why is it doing this? Okay, we have the cash now. We do this. We place our holy site like so, but we continue the old... My faith is going to be insane. Okay, so they retreated with the settler. So my hope is if I stand here, they'll move the settler to here and I can take it and then look for peace. So let's get that holy site up. There we go. +3 era score. Now, something we are definitely going to want to build this game is the Mahabodhi Temple, which I did not leave. So actually, this isn't going to work because the Mahabodhi Temple has to go here. So I need the Mahabodhi Temple. Yeah, because the Mahabodhi Temple, I need the Mahabodhi Temple, the +2 diplomatic victory points, I don't care about. But the 2 free apostles and the era score from building a wonder and the +4 faith is super good, plus passive tourism, plus Korea is a tourism save anyway, so this is kind of like the direction, like it's a faith save, so you want to get those things anyway. Plus my current tempo is really, really good, although the Korea science is very scary. So I can yoink this settler, talk to Korea and be like, yo, how about you take peace? Oh my god. Literal god. So that is Korea basically crippled for the rest of the game. I'm going to take Pingala. Pingala is just always the correct decision in my opinion. I'm going to put them into Tan Long. We are going to want a relatively early Magnus. Now, which of these... I don't need the era score from this yet. So when is the era ending? In 9 turns. So I can keep Hercules around to build a Tan. And then that should do the job for me. State workforce into political philosophy. We don't need any of that. You're heading down south. I can't believe it that I managed to get this settler. It's like incredible. I'm just going to walk it in over here. The big thing I'm missing is a religion. So we're going to play it by ear for now. And I should have the faith to faith by a religion after this project goes. So we'll just see. I think as long as I found a religion... God, wait, how much era score does a religion give you? It's got to be a lot, right? 3 for all beliefs. So first religion is 3. If I can get first religion, that's pretty good. And founding a religion is 3. So I'm going to need an extra era score. Recruiting at great profit, I think will be it. Maybe? Yeah, that should be it, right? Especially if I faith by it, that should do the job. I think we're going to be fine. So 1 turn until this finishes. I do like this fertilized tile, actually. That is an incredible rice tile. Let's take that rice tile and then we'll focus on production. Let's make sure we get a friendship with the Bruce. I don't need my cash, so I can send him a delegation and that'll be playing nicely to my base. Unlink you and step here. Ooh, we could snatch this little desert mountain city. Potentially do some really interesting stuff with a preserve over here. I think that's what we're going to do. This was a free settler, so like even if I settle a slightly suboptimal city, like who cares? Like who asked? You know what I mean? It's using up land that otherwise would just go to waste. Okay, I think I'm going to take my time to get a builder. Any envoy missions, actually? Recruit a great general, build a galley. So build a galley I can definitely do. Craftsmanship Eureka is a little bit more difficult. Okay, good. Keep it up. Hercules, I got 13 turns on Hercules. I'll just drop an encampment there to get that era score in a little bit. Boom. I think we're definitely going reliquaries. Yeah, they went feed the world, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Let's faith buy this. It's 6 turns, so I'm going to just faith buy them. And then I'll found my religion. Can I get an era score without founding a religion? I'll hold off until the very last turn to see if I can maybe scoop up an era scores. Found a city on the desert would do it. If I founded a city on a desert tile, that would do it. Same continent. Man, am I going to make this desert city? I'm going to make this city so much worse just for an era score. I don't think I can afford to do that. Found the city. Immediately go for the old god obelisk. So we're going to wait until the last second to found this religion. Maybe there's something in the fog of war here. Come on, you got to find something. Oh, there it is. Oh, it didn't give me era score. Wow. But I did find Mulan. Okay, we can fish for one more era score. One more turn. You step here. Nothing. Anything. Literally anything. Yeah, I'm going to have to found a religion, which kind of sucks that I'm being forced into it. But relics are overpowered, is what we will call our religion. And we will, of course, be taking the reliquaries belief because they give you triple yield of faith and tourism. Now, in terms of the actual belief of our religion, we have a few things that we could go for. So part of me would think Gurdwaras wouldn't be bad. Lay ministry is quite good for culture and faith generation throughout the game. Tithe would mean I could play very greedy and not go for commercial hubs early. I think I like the idea of tithe. Pilgrimage is always just really, really good. If I went for pilgrimage, this would eventually translate, well, no. Tithe pays for my holy sites, basically, is how you should think about this. I think it's between tithe, lay ministry, and sacred places. You could also make an argument for cross-cultural dialogue and world church. Vietnam already has really strong culture. The only thing that we're really missing is science. But also faith generation does translate eventually into science, culture, and gold when we have a higher level tier of the Void Singers. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take pilgrimage, so that I can just ramp up total faith production, like hardcore, in this era, because I'm going to be going into a monumentality golden age because I have a guaranteed golden age. And this is important when you're playing any sort of religious-based game, which you probably should if you're playing with the Void Singers and the Heroes and Legends. Actually, I don't remember. Do I have monopolies enabled? I do. I also have industries and monopolies and industries enabled. Yeah, if you're doing this kind of a game, it's almost guaranteed that you should go for this. So I should probably get relatively early commercial hubs as well, wherever I can. Although Vietnam, again, isn't really a save that likes to do that, but it might be something worth doing. At least a couple. Although having the Zhang Yi Dangsha really, really helps to get a couple of those early great merchants, which will allow me to make industries and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. Or monopolies, rather, later in the game. So on the 11th hour, we managed to get a golden age monumentality. Yeah, so if you're playing a religion save, is what I was trying to say, is it's really, really important that you get a monumentality golden age because it allows you to translate your faith from something that can only spread your religion to something that can spread your empire, because the monumentality belief is just insane. A, it gives you extra movement on your builders, so any builders that you make are more effective. B, it allows you to purchase civilian units with faith. This includes archaeologists, by the way, which I didn't realize up until recently. And builders and settlers are 30% cheaper to purchase. So it just gives you so much imperial tempo that honestly, people who don't take this are just making a mistake. I'm making 27 faith per turn. And now that we're in a new era, I am going to come into Hui here. I need like a tiny little bit of gold. So I'll trade away open borders to everyone for a little bit of upfront cash. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to buy this tile. I'll place the tan. And the reason I'm placing it is so that I can build it with Hercules. And then once Hercules has now built it, next turn I can move Hercules somewhere here and then just delete him and get a second relic to pump up my faith production. Because I don't need Hercules anymore. No one's going to go to war with me. At least I don't think so. So thinking about our position in the game. I want to get to currency if I could. So we'll make our way down that way. Because getting industries is quite valuable for great people generation. Right, Hercules, it's time for you to be deleted. That gets us a heroic relic. Now, heroic relics aren't quite as good for faith generation, but 6 faith per turn and 18 tourism. That's nothing to turn your nose up at, to be honest with you. Like, that's pretty decent. Oh my god, I forgot to turn off the builder lens. I really don't like the builder lens because I feel like I can see the matrix without its help. But I am going to go ahead and pick up this mine for the amenities. That should help prevent negative amenities, which will hurt my yields. This city is definitely missing a granary. I'm glad I'm researching granary. But now I'm up to 34 faith per turn, and I think shrines are kind of like imperative. Speaking of the city of Hui, this city's in rough shape just because of the way that it is. But the fact that I have an encampment there does mean that I'm a little bit better defended because enemies have this will provide zone of control for anyone coming through the mountains. It'll just, generally make my empire look a bit stronger. It makes my city stronger. Do I need urban planning? what I could... Yeah, I do need urban planning. Do I want to change my government? We're not quite there yet. Political philosophies in a little while. Go ahead and take connoisseur so we get that culture per turn. It's time for us to buy our first settler. I think I'll settle there first. Let's go. I want to go get that gypsum online. I want to get luxuries online right now because I can sell luxuries. They'll improve my imperial yields. There's just a lot of really good benefits to having a lot of luxuries. So I like to get them online relatively early. So first settler out. Next one will only cost us 195 gold. Hey, Chandragupta, it's an honor to meet you. So we're hunting for era score again, and I really do think that it might be good for me to purchase another scout in this city so I can scout in and around here. I'm scouting around people's empires right now. Just generally, I would like to know what's going on over here. I don't even know where the Kree is. I assume he's to my right based on the fact that he's got a unit over here, but I don't know exactly where he is. I do see loyalty pressure here, which implies there is someone to my right. All right, finding more city-states. That's great. We would like to get first suzerainty of Armagh if we could. So that would involve getting mysticism. And our first passive envoy will come relatively soon once we flip to political philosophy. So we should be able to get first suzerain on that. I also need to think about my governor plaza. Unfortunately, that is a specialty district, so it has to be placed somewhere a little bit awkward. Ideally, I would place it on a forest, which, I guess here is fine. But I'm not against placing it on this tile as well. And then after the shrine, that's probably the next project in my capital is the government plaza. So I'll just get it out. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you have to build a suboptimal government plaza and you have to just not care about where it's going exactly. There is enough land over here for me to push with settlers around. I'm feeling a little bit cramped just based on the current map status. That doesn't necessarily mean that I am cramped. I just feel a little cramped. That's partially just because I don't know enough about the map yet. Any luxuries down here I could do? Well, that marble there needs to get done. I definitely feel like I should buy this tile. I feel like I could sell the Jade. Who will give me the most cash up front? Looks like it will be the Kree. I'll sell that to the Kree, and that way I can buy this really damn good tile. So one thing I need to think about this era is getting things like galleys. I need to evangelize my religion. I need to build Mahabodhi Temple. There's writing. I need to build as many wonders as I can for era score and tourism. Old God Obelisk, you're working at 2 food. Why don't you go ahead and work a 3 food tile so you can grow? If I were to build a farm, it would boost irrigation, which does seem like a reasonable use of a single build charge to boost the tech. A little bit of science going along with it. Okay, nice. There's +1 era score for getting political philosophy. And now if I'm thinking about this game, I already have districts down, so Classical Republic seems quite nice. Autocracy would be really good for getting Mahabodhi out though. So I think I'll take Autocracy because it just lets me get Mahabodhi easier. I don't need settler production. I don't need Ilklum. Let's have a think here. I need 2 envoys regardless of what I do with my time. So we're working on mysticism. Yeah, we're going mysticism into theology. We're going straight for Mahabodhi. Granada wouldn't be bad. There's a lot of these guys would be quite useful for me actually. This game, some of them are quite good. Like for example, Granada gives me a unique infrastructure that gives passive tourism that relies on appeal. Does it? Let me actually double check Alcazar. No. It just gives baseline 2 tourism. Sorry, it's not based on appeal. So that's useful for low appeal tiles. I can put Alcazars on. And then Lahore gives me access to a unit I can buy with faith, and this is going to be a strong faith game. Next turn I can buy another settler, which I'm kind of excited about. I did manage to get the Old God Obelisk in here in Hue. I really need a granary. The city is just not growing without it. So we'll slowly get a granary. If there's a city going here, maybe I move it up 1. 1, 2, 3. And then if there's a city going here, 1, 2, 3. What if I put my government plaza here instead? No, I want the government plaza in my capital, I think. I was going to say I could put it here and then 3 cities could make use of it, but that's so silly. This is all good land for development. You go ahead and get me a trader because I want my trader to boost currency if I can get it. I'll tech away from that for now. I'll quickly grab sailing for fish boats and then we'll re-tech onto currency. So I think urban planning plus God King for now is good. Eventually I will want to plug in Core V, but I'll also plug in Diplomatic League. Ooh, no, I should have plugged in the card that gives me extra influence points. Yeah, well, I can change it in 1 turn, so it's not a big deal that I messed up. I really like it when you make a mistake that you can correct really quickly and easily. It's like my favorite kind of mistake to make. Okay, we have mysticism now. That does mean I can correct that mistake, and instead I want the influence points because that'll get me up to 5 influence points per turn, which means we'll be about, 10 turns away from getting another envoy. Talking about 9 turns. Right, we'll put a farm there. There we go. Adaptive plus boosts irrigation, so that's quite nice, and that's a 7 food tile helping my capital pump population. Let's go ahead and focus on production in here. It seems quite reasonable. Sitting on an envoy, I want to save this envoy. I would like Suzerain of Armagh, but I also want to be careful about when. Ooh, actually I could build a galley to get Suzerain of Armagh because their mission is galley based. What I really need are things to sell. I'm just lacking things I can sell. Hero discovered Hippolyta. I think, is that the Kree coming to forward settle me? I don't like that. If so, let's buy open borders. Are they trying to move around here? I hope not. We'll see where they're going. So the nice thing is there will be a lot of barb camps that are turning into city-states this game. Where do you think you're going is my question. Also, I totally forgot to buy a settler. I got distracted like discussing my empire. So they're heading up here somewhere. Damn, this looks like a forest fire ripped through here. It looks really, really good. It's kind of scary actually that they're going to get those tiles. He's already the scariest player on the map with 63 signs per turn. Jesus. Okay, pretty forward, but not like the end of the world. I need to buy a scout to know where the settler is going. The catapult's coming. How much is it to buy, Hercules? Devotion to Milan. Jesus, that's a long time. Let's take a bit of time here to get an archer or two. Defend ourselves. My combat strength is very, very low. Can I justify another settler? I can buy another settler next turn. That's exciting. I'll bring this warrior back as well. Right. Chop out units? Yeah. Yep. Faith by a builder. Begin researching masonry. What can I sell? Well, I have to sell this 144 gold. I'm going to buy a warrior in that city to give it 20 combat strength. That's necessary. Yep. Korea's angry at me because I killed her city. I mean, if I lose that city, it's not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and faith by another builder so we can chop out more units. I'm going to faith by a builder here so I can chop out more units and use those to repel this attack. The power of a faith build. You have a lot of flexibility. Not what I want to be doing right now. Do I have a one-turn tech I can research? Chop. Send that trader to Dong Hoi. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about this war because I'm super prepared for it. This has to be efficient chopping, so I have to be very, very careful about how and when I chop. What do you think you're doing? What are they doing? No, this is my land. Get the hell out. I'm going to settle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wish I'd settled on the marble. I think I can scare them off, maybe? Yeah, I'm going to move back and settle on the marble. That was the correct decision originally. Currency boosted. Perfect. We met another city-state. We have envoys in the bank. Where do you even think you're going to settle, dude? I'm confused. Need to block them there. If they settle on that horse, it's not the end of the world for me. But if they settle anywhere to the left of that, I'm in like bad shape. So let's go ahead and plug in a Gog. We don't need discipline right now. We'll plug in a Gog. I want to have Core V in. I want to have Scripture in too. So Chop is an archer. Harvest that archers. So we got like serious archerage. Let's get military tradition for flanking and support bonuses. Recruit you. You Bing chilling there. And we have a great general, which is incredible. Wait, I thought this wasn't meant to give. Oh, apparently it does give great general points. Oh, wait, no. I'm getting that from this. It's a Boudica, the Boudicalicious. That's good era score though. Yeah, I really want the temple and then the Mahabodhi temple. So this is like in rush territory. I'm rushing, not dragging. Right, you go. We've got envoys in the bank. She just walked through me, bro. Where are you going? This is like obscene. How did you have so much movement? I don't understand. It's a flatland tile. How are you going to... You don't have the loyalty for this. How are you going to maintain? I don't understand. What are they doing? What are they... Wait, are they in a golden age? Are they insane? I don't understand the AI's motivation right now. I'm very confused. I would really like a Colosseum, but what I really need to make is a galley. Bro, I'm like genuinely lost here. I need to get Magnus. In what? Wait, why would you think this is okay? This is not okay. How long in this era? A decent amount of time. Okay, we got the granary in Hue. More archers. I think I'm about to have to archer this city down. I know, we'll figure out what the hell they're doing. Bro, what are you doing? Why are you going deeper into the... I don't understand. Are you donating a city to me? I don't... Like, we'll put one turn into irrigation because it's good to get plantations. We want to harvest the deer, but not the woods on this tile. So we're playing it by ear right now. You are to be used to make a monopoly later, so you're just going to hang around because you're not very useful otherwise. It's faith by another settler from the front line. Jesus, that trade route. It's just like... I was going to put a city here, but that trade route just made it useless. I wanted to put another city here because now I feel like this... this is in the wrong place. Now I wish my industrial zone was like here. I mean, it's fine where it is. It hits these 4 cities, which is fine. What is Korea doing? Have they like just decided to be the most obnoxious they possibly can? I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill Korea. What I need to do is I really need a proper combat hero, which I won't have until next era. This is so obnoxious. Why are they doing this? What are they doing? 1, 2, 3. I could have bought tiles. Oh, no, I sold them open borders. I could have bought tiles to block them, but I think I sold them open borders. Yeah, I don't know. I'm deeply concerned and deeply confused. They're continuing. They're continuing to walk. Maybe if I can get my settler there in time. This is like this... I misclicked on my settler. She's at war with Armagh? Bro, like what? She's continuing. she's going further. What a... What is happening? Oh my god. All right, we're gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna tell you right now. I am deeply concerned for the Korean AI right now. They just made me waste so much faith on building an army that I don't even need to defend, because apparently they were coming to attack me. They were just like doing the weirdest settle in the universe. You're going here? Sure, at least I have an army, I guess, which is nice. Hui, what are you doing? You've got your second district up. You don't have your thingy. You're really missing a lot of production is like the big problem we have in here, which is honestly probably like watermill, lumbermill based solution. So I think we go mathematics into construction. The city of Hue is just honestly really bad aside from the holy site. And I probably shouldn't have the wonder building card plugged in yet. But you know, I'm just making mistakes left, right and center. That's my right. That's my right. We're making little mistakes. Let's just slowly build a shrine in there. I am going to settle here because hopefully that will push out enough pressure to where they'll reconsider settling in this area. I'll faith buy another settler so I can continue putting pressure down this coastline. If I could grab a lot of this coastline, actually, it'd be pretty good for my tourism late game. There's like potential seaside resorts and all that kind of stuff later. I'm really curious. I'm going to follow them with a couple of units just to see where they go. I could get it. Now, here is a real question, okay? Real question for the viewers. Does capturing a galley with Boudica give you the 2 era score? Serious question. He's going to settle on the horses. What an odd thing to do. Really cockblocks my planned settlements here, though, if they do that. Why? I don't understand. That's put me on tilt big time. You know what? I'm so on tilt. That's going to be the end of this episode. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.